Hi there, I'm Brandon Carter, Marketing Director at Promevo, a Google Premier partner that helps companies like yours get the most out of their Google Cloud investments. Promevo is proud to partner with Google on a number of AI-focused efforts, including Gemini for Google Workspace, which is a suite of generative AI tools that can help you increase productivity across the entire Google Workspace suite, including Gmail, Docs, Slides, Sheets, and even AppSheet. These tools are applicable to every employee in your company. Here's one example of how I use it to increase productivity, enhance creativity, and reduce the effort it takes to bring our products and services to market. So Promevo is getting ready to roll out a number of new updates to gPanel, our own Google Workspace user management and reporting platform. The first way that Gemini helps me is when I get on a meeting with my product team to talk about what new updates and what new features we're rolling out and what the timetable is, I can activate a note taker. You can see up here in the corner where that's automatically going to turn on, and it's going to start recording notes in the background. As soon as the meeting wraps, Gemini produces a document and shares it out with everybody that includes a recap of everything that was discussed, a handful of notes, and some action items. Of course, anyone that was in the meeting or anyone that has access to this document can go in and add their notes to it as well. So now that we know what we're going to announce, I now need to come up with a plan with how we're going to bring it to the market. This is where Gemini comes in handy in Google Sheets. So what I'm going to do is come up here to the Insert tab, and I'm going to click on Help Me Organize. And from here, I can type in, I need a marketing plan to announce new features in gPanel. And if I want to, I can make it as simple as that, and it's going to think for a second and produce a marketing plan. So this is super helpful, and it covers a lot of channels that I may not even think of. But let's say I want to get more specific. So I can say, I want a marketing plan to announce new features in gPanel with a budget of $10,000 and a 3-month timeline. I also need unique efforts for prospects who are new to the tool, as well as existing users. So you can get really specific with it. And in return, it's going to give you a template that meets your specific criteria. So now I've got a campaign that's going to run from September through the end of November. I've got a target audience on each one with new prospects, as well as what channels. And from here, I can either insert it or I can say, you know what, let's go ahead and scrap it. I'm going to go ahead and insert it. So now I've got a marketing plan with some general ideas that are going to get me started. I've just saved myself probably a couple hours of work. Okay, so now that I've got a marketing plan figured out, I need to start creating some assets. And this is where Gemini for Google Docs comes in really handy. So right off the bat, I can see up here where it says help me write. If I click on that, it pulls up this window. And from here, I can say, let's try, I need a press release announcing 3 new features for gPanel. Now, if I wanted to just stop there, I can go ahead and hit create, and it's going to do what it can with that prompt that I gave it, just like we saw in Sheets. You can see where it even formats it like a traditional press release, and it even has kind of come up with its own suggestions for what those features may be. Now, from here, I can go in and refine it. I can change the tone to be more formal, to be more casual. I can create content based off of the content that it's already suggested, such as a summary or a list of bullets. Or I can come back up here to my original prompt and say something along the lines of, let's say, 3 features for gPanel. 1, a new user interface. 2, cleaner menus. And 3, more integrations, including all popular HRIS systems. So now I'm giving it more specifics so it can give me a more specific output. You can see here where now it's changed its suggestions to the 3 things that I prompted it on. So from here, I can go ahead and insert it, and now it's basically an editable document, including it has some fill in the blank areas here where I can insert my information. If I wanted to also, let's say I want to, turn this into a working document for a lot of my assets, I can come in here and click the little icon. And once again, say, I need 3 emails promoting gPanel's new features. And once again, I can be as vague or as specific as I want. It's going to think for a second. And then it's going to produce what looks like an actual email, including the to's, the CC's, the subject line. And it's got 3 of them in here. And each one is a little bit different approach. So once again, I can come in, I can refine these, I can retry, I can customize it if I want, or I can come back here and redo the prompt. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I need 3 emails promoting gPanel's new features. Include subject lines, and the target audience is current gPanel user. So once again, I'm giving it something just a little bit more specific. So as you can see here now, it's also got a subject line in it. It's got a little bit different tone to it. We're assuming that it's assuming that the people reading the email are already familiar with gPanel. So once again, like, this isn't necessarily something that I'm going to just copy and paste into our marketing systems, but it's given me a head start. So me and my team can go in, and instead of building something from scratch, we actually have something that we can refine from here. So that's just one example of how we use Gemini to create ideas for marketing, to generate internal and external content, to pull ideas from people in need. There's some other stuff I didn't show you, like generating images that can go in Google Slides. And soon Google is adding the ability to create slide presentations and create content for those within Google Slides. That's how it works for marketing. We use it every day, and it's an invaluable tool. If it works that well for us, it'll probably work that well for you.